Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations with my daughter, Sherry.
Hi.
And so I thought I'd come on and do a little talk to give you an update of what's going on because I didn't do a video on Wednesday. Now I'm going to do a video this coming Wednesday with Yvette's box, which I'm really excited about. I'm not going to watch any of the reviews because she always makes some really good things and I don't want to know what's in it until I get to opening it.
I'll watch it.
So the number one question you're all thinking about or wondering is, did I pass my tests? Okay, yes. And I actually had 2 tests to pass. And I went ahead and I've applied for my license. So just let me give you a little rundown of what happened. I have, I'm going to say that I have officially retired from my previous job. I was going to wait, but it has changed hands. The individual that owned, there's a couple of individuals that owned the practice. They wanted to get ready for retirement. So to do that, they went ahead and they put the practice up for sale. They had quite a few people ask for it. They liked what this new company had to offer them, so they went with them. And I was not happy with what was going on, so I decided to step down, and I'm sure there's a few other of us that are also doing the same thing. But anyway, so I went ahead and gave my notice. I quit, so I officially retired from there. And I went ahead and put my resume on the sites like Indeed, Glassdoor, I think it's recruit.com. There's a bunch of them out there. And then when you put it on one or two, other ones pop up and say put it on theirs or automatically search for you, I guess. I'm not quite sure how all that works. But the last time I had to do a resume, you typed up your resume and you literally faxed it in or you sent it in through the mail. And then they called you and you went in for an interview. Now, I know that a lot of them won't be doing interviews, so it would be a Zoom, which was fine. You know, I've done a couple of Zooms, so I was comfortable with that. I did have a couple of, I'm going to call them rejects, but it's not really, I guess they're not rejects. They're just, they weren't interested, let's put it that way. And then, because I really don't know.
No takers. I mean, gosh, reject sounds terrible.
And so since I'm really not sure of how to do a resume, okay, because like I said, it's been so long since I did one, because I've worked here at this place for almost 20 years. So my nephew, didn't want to say his name, my nephew, his degree was in creating resumes. I don't know what kind of degree it's called, but that's what he does. He
Probably
will,
like human resources or something.
I don't know, because he's got a couple of different, I think he's got a master's too, but I don't know which degree this falls underneath. But anyway, so
this is how close we are.
So I texted him and asked him, what did I need to put in it, okay? So he told me what to put in it so I could like tweak it and everything. So I tweaked it, and then I went ahead and updated wherever I could update it, because a lot of those, I'm going to call them, I guess they're recruiters or headhunters or whatever the things are for Indeed and Glassdoor. I mean, I don't know quite what they are.
I thought they were headhunters.
I'm not sure.
And poachers are the one that just call you blind.
Okay, well, whatever they are, all of them have their own, like, I'm going to say an app, but I would just get on their site. But a lot of them, I couldn't figure out how to change my resume once it was on there, like get rid of the old one, put the new one in and all that. And so whoever's looking, and there's other companies out there looking on those specific sites, and so they're seeing that first resume that went out, which I felt like it was a little bit crummy. But anyway, so I tweaked my resume.
Those are the 5 or 6 that were like,
yeah, so, yeah, at the very beginning. But anyway, so I got it all tweaked, got it back up there and everything, and then I had a couple of companies reached out to me, and I did a Zoom, and I went with this one, and then I was going to meet with them like a couple days later, and then I got another call, and I liked what they said in their, I guess the email, because it was an email that I got. So I went ahead and I canceled the second interview with the first one that I had talked to, so that I could Zoom on the second one, which I liked. It was more promising for what I wanted. And so I went with that company. And of course, after that, then I'm getting all kinds of offers through my emails. And I mean, some of them, I don't know how, but I guess because I put my phone number down, because some of them actually text me for jobs to Zoom or come in, or yeah, interviews or whatever. So I declined all them and everything. So I went with this company, and so that's where the schooling came in. So I had to take a course, and that's where the testing was. So I took my 2 tests. Tuesday this coming week, I'm taking another class. It's a comprehensive, and it's got to do with the job and everything, and then I'll start working. So I'm happy so far with this company. I really like it. I like everything I've heard about it. That's about where I'm at, you know, based on the reason that I haven't been online, because I have really focused on that specific stuff. So when I start this class on Tuesday, I literally won't do anything but this class. That's the way that I operate. I just want to do it. I don't want to have any kind of outside deterrent or anything. I just want to focus on this and just go from beginning to end and get it done, because that's just the way that I do stuff. I don't want breaks. I don't want to, you know, take a day off and all that kind of stuff. I just want to go from beginning to end with it. And so that's what I did with the last one. I was happy with that. So if you guys got any kind of questions, now I'm not going to say anything negative about this company that took over for the place that I used to work for, because you know that saying, you do not burn your bridge, and I truly believe that. If you want to
did tell her I could though, right?
No.
I won't, because I don't know him, so it doesn't matter.
You can't burn it either. But anyway, if you want to ask something specific, you can. She's so funny. But anyway, so today, I don't know who came, because half the time, you know, my dogs bark at every little sound.
Everything.
The mailman, the UPS guy.
No, those are all outside.
FedEx. I understand, but
I'm inside. I go upstairs, wash my hands, look at something in the sewing room, whatever. 2 minutes. I go back downstairs, they bark like I haven't been here all day.
well, they're old and they forgot you were here.
No, they should remember that.
Here's the
2 minutes.
So the reason I brought this up is that the same, you know, your UPS, your FedEx, your whoever, they're all the same people. You know, if it's your regular routine person that's coming. And so they know what my dogs are like and the noises they make. So they have become so quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. If
I was
anything,
like, oh, it's the house with the dogs.
I have taught those people how to be extra quiet. So when something comes, lots of times, if they don't hear it, if they haven't heard the person, I won't know it till I open my door. And I'll open my door, you know, to check my mail. If I hear something specifically, like if I feel like I've heard the UPS truck, you know, because there's a big truck out on the street, then I'll check. But there's been times that I've gone to the door thinking maybe my mail came, and as soon as I opened up my door, a package fell out. So that meant that the guy had to open my screen door, lay it down without any noise, so that my dogs didn't hear anything. And it's all happening right here in the living room. So I think that's so funny.
I was really quiet today coming in, and I didn't try to open the door, but I wrapped my fingers a couple of times on the door because they didn't make any noise. And I thought, oh, they must be being fed or out back or something, so they're not barking. As soon as I went to open the door, I was like, okay, they're right here.
So Yvette's box came, and I'm going to go ahead and do a video, and I will put that up on Wednesday. Now, I'm also expecting Stephanie's box, so if it comes before Saturday, I will put that one up. And then I believe Creative Notions will be next, or one of the cotton cuts. And what I will do is I will take a break long enough to get that done, and then go back to my studies. And then I will let you know how the next one goes. I don't know if there's a test. I know there's a presentation I have to give. I don't know if that is the test or if there's a different kind of test. I just don't know at this time because I have no clue about the schooling. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to update everybody and know that we're healthy. Nobody is sick with anything. We haven't taken any trips or anything. We're all still here. We're all safe. Everybody's good. I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on and why I skipped, because it's been a long time since I can't even remember if I ever skipped a day.
Skipped a day of what?
Of posting anything. I don't think I ever did.
Probably not.
So I will go ahead and I'll edit this and I will get it up as soon as I can. All right. So like I said, if you've got some questions, you know, you want to know something else, you can reach out to me through the email if you want to. Okay. I can give you more information, but I guess that's it. I don't know anything else to say. You want to add anything to it? Oh, so here, I'll add something to it.
No, I have nothing to say. I was just thinking how little my head looks compared to, because
that's
forward
because I'm
and now
like
I'm
right
forward.
on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so I'm right on top.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, so You know, I did a video, at least I think I did a video, it's been so long, I can't remember if I did a video or not, but I think I did a video where I showed you how to, and if I didn't, then I really apologize, how to quilt as you go, all right? So I have learned another way, because you know there's so many different ways to do something, just like piecing, same thing. And it's quilt as you go, and it is quilting individual squares, but the added thing on this is that let's say that you wanted to applique like a house on your square, okay? You didn't piece it together as a house, you're gonna actually applique the house on top. So what you do is, in this one, we quilt the whole square before we do the applique. Now, this is going to be using monofilament thread. Would you grab that spool right there so I can show them? Yeah.
You're going to have to point to it. Cause I don't know what it is.
So I bought a large, and I want to think, yes. Let's see, who did I buy that from? Superior Threads, okay, because I've used theirs. So it's called Monopoly. It's very fine. It has a reduced sheen. Now this is the kind that I bought. Let me see. And it's 100% polyester. And they're calling it matte white. But this is the size that I bought. Ooh, let's see if I can get that glare off of there, y'all. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Not like me.
And I got a book. So it teaches you, which the biggest problem with this thread, and this is really funny. I did exactly what she said you shouldn't do, and of course, what you shouldn't do, I did it, and it turned out exactly the way that she said it would turn out. So she, what's her name? What's the lady's name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Pauline, that's her name.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So when I first got this kind of thread, I got like a little spool. I want to think I got it in a box or something, so I thought I'd try it out. Well, you cannot put this in your bobbin fast. So normally I put when I wind my bobbins on my sewing machine, I do it like medium. I used to do it on high.
You let the machine do it.
Right, I let the machine do it. But now I do it on medium. And then I hold the thread so that it can go through my fingers. This way, if there's any kind of threads or burrs or, you know, because sometimes you'll see on some of your thread, it looks like the threads have been added together and it's got like a little bitty bump on it or a little round circle or something. And that'll get caught in your machine. But anyway, I always fill my bobbins up. With this thread, you don't fill your bobbins. You only make them halfway full. And that's got a lot to do with it. So,
how can you tell if it's halfway full?
Looking at your bobbin, you can. And you don't wait till it clicks, because then it's
I know
full.
that, then
right,
it's full,
you're just watching it. That's all.
Okay.
No matter whether you've
I
got...
was just curious. I didn't know, is there a way to...
Whether you have a silver bobbin or a plastic.
No, I meant, was there a way to make it half
No,
a bobbin?
no,
Okay.
it wants to go all the way. So you're
Never
just
mind.
going to go real slow, and you're going to keep it on the same speed and take your time. But anyway, then it shows you when you thread it, which is another thing that I did not know, which I learned, is that you want to make sure that your discs are open, so you start out at 0 for your tension. Now normally when I turn my machine on, my tension is automatically on 4. So I just go with that and I thread it and everything. But to make it so that it's, I wouldn't say appropriate, I guess it would be best to try it out at 0 instead of 4, because your tension controls these two little discs that are inside your sewing machine that hold your thread. And it's better to have it wide open like this and have your thread go through than like this, because it could get hung up.
So the higher tension number, the narrow it is, the more narrow?
Yes, the more it's coming in on itself, correct. And then they use...
Look at me learning.
And then you use a top stitch needle, because the eyes are a little bit longer, and if you have a titanium, and I do not know if I've got a titanium, I will look, the titanium needles will last longer. The bigger the eye, the less friction on it when it goes through, so that it doesn't bust. That's how come your threads will break when you use them. Either your eye is too small, it's too narrow, and so the friction of that thread going through at a speed will bust your thread automatically. Okay, so that's it for that lesson. And I'm going to go ahead and close this video so I can edit it and get it up tonight. Like I said, if you guys got any questions, by all means ask me, and I'm thinking that when I do this, I may take one of those squares up there and show you how to do the quilt as you go, because you can do a whole pile of them and just set them up until you get ready to connect them all. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.